Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Slay the Spire 2. I feel like for real this time. Look, I wasn't going to play another one of these for a while, but the game is so, like, complete. It's fine. Like, I was just like, it's an early access, but is it, though? Like, if the game was just released like this, and they said we're done, I don't think I would be angry. So, like, I'm just gonna play another round. Now, we're gonna switch profiles, though. I want a fresh profile, which means I will be playing the Ironclad, because that is all I have unlocked. At this point, I have beaten the game with the Ironclad, and the Silent, and this guy. Don't worry about it. So, it looks like this is your first time playing the Breathe the Sweat. Nope, it's not. Lies. Wrong. Now, the first time you play Slay the Spire, you don't meet with the God of Resurrection to get an extra power. So, he didn't show up. We saw it last time, but that's because that was the second time I had ever played, and this will be effectively the first for this file. If you don't know how to play the game, I'm not going to go on a deep explanation because I did that last episode. So maybe watch that one first if this is your first time. I'll try to say what I'm doing, but I don't want to like do a deep rule explaining again. I'm going to pick the middle path, I think. It's going to be arduous, and it's going to end with an elite before I get to heal and tons of battles, but that's where I want to go. I always want to fight an elite. It's training from the first game where you needed to, in order to get to the true boss, you needed to fight an elite and give up his treasure, I think. Was that it? It was something. No, I think you just need to kill an elite. You needed to give up a treasure, and you needed to not heal at one of the rest points. And if you did those three things, then you could go to the true boss if you beat the third boss in the stage. Gonna do Bash again. Boom. This time it was Bash with Vulnerable, though. He has Vulnerable for 3 rounds. He takes 50% of damage for 3 more rounds. I will very likely be able to kill him. I just need 2 attacks, and of course I got them. Statistically, I'm not even sure it's possible for me to not get them. What do you got for me? Setup Strike is great. That's interesting. Blood Wall. That's not bad either, but we're gonna take this. We're gonna whack people. Alright, they're gonna do some debuffs on me. Or are they? Setup Strike! Strength increased, I'll now do +2 damage per hit, which means I can also kill this jerk. Well, this is going great already. What's he gonna debuff me with, though? Slime! Slime is not a terrible status card to have. We're gonna attack once. Actually, I'm gonna attack twice. I can take the 2 damage because I'm going to... Or it's 3 damage. I don't know why I thought it blocked for 6 there. But, this character, his special ability, or the rune he starts out with, is that at the end of combat, he heals for 6 HP. It's interesting that it's the end of combat. I thought in the other game it was the beginning of combat, but I could just be remembering that wrong. But boom. See, didn't matter that I got hit and I got to kill him faster. In the end, it really didn't matter either way. But we're going to get +2 strength. If I use that at the beginning of the power, all of my attacks, every single one, will do 2 more damage. And look at that, right off the bat. And we're going to do Setup Strike, and then we're going to have 4 strength, so 10 damage per hit. Boom. And just like that, he's almost at half health. He has shrunk me, however. I am a tiny man now. Gonna block twice and strike. Haha, 0 damage. Can I kill him? Yes, that's 15 damage right there. No longer shrunk. I step on you. Fire Potion, deal 20 damage whenever the hell I feel like it wants. So exhaust means that a card will, like, disappear for you for that round. And it's the top card on your draw pile, so I don't even know what it is. I think you can look. No, you can't look at your draw pile. So you can look at your discard pile, not your draw pile. I like this. It'll actually, let's get Iron Wave. It's a great card, because it's a block and an attack. You get to do both with just 1 energy. What the hell are you guys? Okay, they're all intangible, which means they'll only take 1 damage when I hit them. So this is a defense... Oh, Slippery wore off. Okay, so it's only 1 time. Then I can hit them for normal damage. That's interesting. Well, let's just defend this round. They're going to be doing a not inconsiderable amount of damage. Yeah, what is that, 12 damage, I think? Alright, so, and Slippery doesn't come back, you say? Well, die, then. Unfortunately, I'm going to take a decent amount of damage here, unless... Fire a bomb! Alright, now I'm only taking 3 damage. I'm trying to be careful here, because, like, I have a lot of fights to go before I get to the end of this. Let's do a perfect block. And I got rid of his Slippery, so he's taking full damage this time. No need to defend here, except I am because of Iron Wave. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter. And that, as they say, what is this? Ooh. Deal 12 damage to all enemies, but every time you play an attack that round, and I have a lot of attacks right now, 1 less energy. Which means if you play 3 attacks, I think it's free. But you would need 4 attacks in that case. Hello. You spot an enormous shambling beast. Chase off an injured green bird. So I can either increase my HP by eating the egg, or I can take the egg and hatch it. I'm doing this because it's way more interesting. You gently scoop up the egg and stow it, thinking it may hatch into something useful later. The first time I ever played this, I got that also, so I wonder if you always find that event first. Or if it's just an incredible coincidence, because I never found it after that. Let's fight the elite. These are stronger enemies that could do major damage to you, but will give you a good reward afterwards. Let's do bash and attack. That was some good damage. Now, this doesn't do anything right now, so it also kind of messes you up by putting a useless card in, but whatever. 16 damage is rough, but I'm not as worried because we're at the elite now. Okay, so... Strike. I do want to defend this. I don't want to take all of that damage. Let's do Inflame for later. You notice that decreased it to 2. I could have played all of it and done full damage, and maybe I should have, but... I don't want to take tons of... Oh, God, he's doing 18 again. This guy's going crazy. All right, Iron Wave for sure. Defend. Now he's only doing 8 damage. I do, at some point, probably want to take a full attack. He's doing 18 again, for God's sake. Just because I need to kill this guy. He needs to die. Do I do it here? That'll be 10 damage. Yeah, no, I think we stop being as defensive because he needs to freaking die. And if I get the right cards, I can kill him next round, but we'll see. Oh god, 20 damage. Did I get the right cards? I most certainly did not. Full defense. Hope really hard for next round. But 15 damage I can probably get him. And I better because he's doing a lot here, so bam, boom. That was the improper order to play those, but it didn't matter, so I didn't care. Block Potion, very useful. Each combat start with 1 strength. That is a beautiful relic to get for this character. Let's just get Bludgeon. That does more damage than 3 full attacks. If I am in a place where I don't need to block, that will be quite useful. Now let's evaluate. Alright, we're gonna go here. And I'm gonna hatch the egg. Now, I'm pretty injured, but I think I can survive until the next rest point. Boom! Bird swoop. I now have the bird with me, and it does 14 damage. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming strength works with it, but it kind of doesn't make sense logically because it's the bird doing it, but hey. Maybe he's inspired by my great strengths. So we're going to go here, 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 and then here, and then I'll be able to heal. And I'll be able to heal twice, actually. I think this is the right choice. As long as these 2 guys don't kill me, it was the right choice. And this is the first stage, I can't imagine. So, Inflame, Defend, Attack. I should only take 3 damage? 3 damage. Alright, set up Strike. Boom. Strength does affect the bird, even though I don't think it makes sense. You notice the bird is physically here with me, too, which is cool. Bam. Bam. And bam. Now, this is a round that if I head bash, I would use it because he's doing something weird. Vulnerable. He's going to do even more damage to me. Or he would if I wasn't going to stomp him. First battle complete. Looking pretty good. And I do have that emergency block potion if I really need it. Let's see. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. Or Thunderclap. 4 damage and vulnerable to all enemies. I do like that. They're both good cards, but I think I want some more vulnerable stuff. Oh, God. These guys could be a little bit rough. I think. Actually, they don't have tons of HP, so maybe not. Now, unfortunately, it's all attacks. So I don't get to defend. I'm pretty sure I can kill you this round because Thunderclap. Yeah. You're done. I will only be taking 7 damage. Or, if I want to, 0 damage. Is this where I use it? I think I don't. I think something worse might be coming next round. Something worse came this round. So. And can I kill him? I would need to do... Let's do this. Wait, yeah, let's do this. I can kill him. Get out of here. Really glad I didn't use that block potion there, then. He's gonna do something. Strength. Alright, he's doing 10 damage now. Or not. Bludgeoned. You know, it's just they look so impressive that I always think that's going to be bad, but it's not a very hard battle. Deal damage and apply vulnerable and weak. Hell yeah. And by the way, I mentioned this before. There is reasons to not take all of the cards. But, you know. So far the cards have been pretty good. But if it doesn't work with your build, you shouldn't take the card. We get a treasure. Oh, cool. He actually exists. Nice. Alright. Plating. Plating gives you block automatically, but decreases every round. So first round you'll get 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then none. I do believe we should take the heal here. I think I've been living on a prayer for too long. It's possible I could survive, but let's not screw around, right? It would be embarrassing to die in the first round. And we don't want to be embarrassed, do we? 2 of yous, guys, eh? Let's do Setup Strike. Let's do Iron Wear. Should I do this? Yeah, let's defend it. But now I can't. Now I have to do full defense. That was why I was considering, because that's way more defense. Oh, I forgot about the iron plating. I really should have just attacked him. Oh well. Uppercut. Oh. Now he's doing less damage, and we can block for 5, and then I'll get 3, taking 2 damage. Yeah, vulnerable is nice. In a way, it is blocking. It decreases their damage. This should be good. Thunderclap. Zap! And then... let's use the Sailor Moon reference. 22. A little bit short. If anything, we want to kill him, though, right? So... boom. Bam. Bop. Oh. Oh, but that... okay. I screwed that up. He could have been dead. I forgot that attacked everyone. So, yeah, if I used it one earlier, or if I used the strength, I would have killed him. But either way, doesn't matter that much. I only took a little bit of extra damage. But those are the type of mistakes that can eventually accumulate to your destruction. I honestly think this is a time... I mean, that's okay. But I think we're going to skip it. We're going to skip this card. I don't think I want him. So, smith or heal? Oh, we're smithing. So, since I think I can survive without resting, I'm going to go to smith and upgrade one of my cards. Which one? Let's see, what did this do? 42 damage. Bird card is pretty good. That's beautiful. So the thing about this is that it only lasts for 1 round, if it's only 1, and then the second it's their turn, the next round they won't have it. If there's 2 vulnerable, though, you can hit them with a full round again. So, and multiple attacks will be weakened. Like, 2 vulnerable is so much better than 1 vulnerable. That's why this is great. So we're going to... oh, he wasn't vulnerable because he had a protection against status effects. But that's gone now, and now he is vulnerable, so... what are you planning to buff? Strength. He's going to do 9 points of damage, unless I murder him this round, which there's no way, right? He's going to take some considerable damage, though. Yeah, 15, but it was actually 22. Actually, he's dead. Wow. Someone just got blitzed. Bully. Deal damage for each vulnerable on the enemy. Or I could take this. Oh, this is great, though. This is a spec to fight. So every attack you have in your hand gives you another energy. So as long as you have at least 3 attacks, you'll get more energy there. What is this? You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed? Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't these incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance, but what if you plant and nourish it instead? So I can make it so that I gain an energy each time I use one of my cards, or I could upgrade my health and I'm gonna just eat the seeds. Me, warrior, me want strength. What is this? What is the difference? What changed? Oh, it just costs less. So this just costs 1 now. So now if I have 2 attacks in my hand, I will gain an energy for that. Beautiful. You ingest the sapphire seed, and within moments you feel your limbs more agile, colors sharpen, and you sense the souls of nearby foes. Good thing you didn't step on it. Alright, I can once again upgrade a card. There's been a lot of upgrading here. Just like, you know, the regular attacks will go to 9, you'll get 50% more damage. These will get approximately 50% more damage, but it would be 7.5 if it was actually. Look at that. I'll take your 3 vulnerable and your increased damage. Who we fighting? Oh my. Mr. Tailman. So this guy has a lot of those slippery things. I need to hit him a number of times to actually get rid of that before I can do any damage to him. And let's eat this strength potion right off the bat. I now have +3 strength. And if I get the Inferno card, I will get +6 strength. So the thing with him is that his tail keeps on getting bigger. And when it's the biggest, it does a crap ton of damage, so. But we're gonna do... Wait. It's not Inferno, it's Inflame. And then this. Bam! I forgot that he doesn't take any damage until I get rid of the slipperies. Alright, only took 5 damage. Now he's gonna do tons of damage, so if I can block, I should block. Let's see. I can't block. Let's use the block potion. So I'll block for 14 because of my plating. So let's bash you again. You're going to get vulnerable for a long-ass time, because I can't actually do damage once again. And then hit him as many times as possible. I still need to hit him 4 times before I can actually start damaging this guy. Wound. So these are just cards that are going to clutter up my inventory. Alright, expect to fight. Bam, I now have 5 energy. Don't need it. Especially because I can't even play everything, but... 1 more hit and he'll actually start taking damage. Alright, he's got strength now. Set up strike. Bash. Alright, he just took 25 points of damage. He is on a slow decline now. I think I might just be able to tank his next 3 attacks, actually. That'll be 16, yeah. Well, I don't need to hear, though, because I have that. That'll block some of it. But I could just bludgeon him. Let's just bludgeon him. Boom! 55 points of damage. If I'm wrong, though, and I did the math wrong and I die, that'll be just great. And I might have. I didn't. I will survive this. As long as the wounds don't screw me, I think I'll be okay. So... Boom. Boom. Alright. I really hope the wounds don't screw me, or he can kill me. But he's gonna be stunned here, then he'll get stronger, and then he'll attack with a weaker attack. I think I kill him before that. I definitely kill him before that. And that's the way we play the game. So I have unlocked new features because of that. Demon form is really good. This one's hilarious. Transform all of the attacks in your hands into giant rocks. It's just a move that does 16 points of damage. Let's get Demon form's incredibly powerful for bosses. Just every round you get +2 strength. Eventually you're just doing like 40 points per hit. It's ridiculous. Alright. What god shall we consult?
A puppet has arrived. Can you check on father? I'm so tired.
I don't know if I should have given him that voice. He's a giant dragon, but whatever. Maybe I'll just edit it in post so it sounds better. At the start of your turn, draw an additional card. Okay. Remove 5 cards from your deck. After each combat... Now, Is this random, or do I get to choose? I think I'm going to do this. I really hope it's not random. Because after each combat, randomly add back one up... Wait. After each combat, randomly add one back upgraded. Okay. So I should choose cards I want to be upgraded, then. Okay, so Demon Form. I hope I'm not wrong about this, but I think this is what they made. We'll do... Stomp. Bludgeon. Hell, let's upgrade a block. Let's get... I have to survive a few battles without these cards, so I have to be a little bit careful. That's the Demon's Choice there, right? Let's do a strike too. Alright, here we go. Alright, so if I read it right, those will be coming back to me. If I didn't read it right, oh no. So, we're gonna go this way. Does that avoid all elites? Oh, man. You know what? Let's see how we're feeling once we get here. We don't have to make all the decisions now. I've changed my build. Bad things might happen. Now, if I block all of this guy's damage, he gets stunned, but I don't think I can block 15 damage right now, unfortunately. So... They're feasting to do 18 points of damage. I think we're gonna do this, which will decrease it down to 14 points, and then this, which will decrease it even more. Oh, and I forgot about the... Alright, we're fine. We're fine. What is that? 5 points of damage? That's less than I'll heal for at the end of this, fool. Expect to fight. Bam. 5 energy. I can now play every card in my hand to its fullest. Pop. You should play that first. Bam. It doesn't really matter, though. He's dead. And bam. We're in good shape here. Attack. He's doing 18 points of damage. Alright. Let's block most of that. Because I wasn't going to kill him that round. Bird swoop. Alright, and we got the strike back. The strike is now upgraded. This thing is so dangerous. Draw 5 cards and randomize the cost of your hand. Because they might all be like 3 energy cards, or they can be really low, but it's just rough. I do like Setup Strike. Give me some Setup Strike. Alright, so far we're feeling pretty good, and I could go the more dangerous path. These guys have a thing so that they can only take 9 damage maximum a round, or like an attack, so you gotta keep that in mind. So, Setup Strike, Iron Wave, and that won't kill him. I'm gonna use my energy potion, I think. Boink. So, will this kill him? No, because he has more than 9. I need to hit him with both of these attacks to kill him, which is sad, but we're gonna do it. And now we have a perfect block. If I'm gonna use a potion, it should be for decreasing significant damage. Uppercut to make you weak. Bird swoop to make you a geek. A strike. True, I shall seek. I don't know. Only taking 3 points of damage. That's fine. This is a lot of damage, but I bet I can kill everyone. Expect to fight. That upgraded expect the fight is nice, I must say. Do this. Not that it's... I gotta remember, we can only do 9 points of damage, so... Which is too bad, because he would have died there. Alright, 5 damage. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I could take the more dangerous path, man. I could do it. Alright, Stomp has been returned to me. Second win. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 7 block for each card exhausted. I don't know, that sounds crazy. Let's see. Damage. Do 5 damage twice. Gain 2 strength. Enemy gains 1 strength. I would take this if I had more energy. I didn't get anything that increased my energy up past 3. I'm a little bit worried about some of those 2-thing cards unless they're really good. I gotta say, guys, I'm feeling feisty. I think I'm gonna take the harder path. Let's do 1 event, though, instead of doing 2 fights. And it was just a fight anyway. That does happen sometimes. Huh. Let's do... strike. It's for each attack blade, right? Yeah. How much is it? Is that... okay, so I don't need to attack you again. Stomp. And I will be taking some damage here, but... I could play this. No, I forgot. When it randomizes the energy in your hand, it's not just for that round. Those cards will stay at the terrible energy. Boom. Everything else is an attack, so we get 6 damage. Wow. Alright. He's taking tons of damage. I should have used Setup Strike first. He would have taken a total... yeah, he might be dead, actually. I think he would have died. Man, I really gotta think a little bit more before I start attacking. Now, if I get rid of all his defense, he's stunned, and I think that might happen. Inflamed. Yeah, we got him. And he's dead. He didn't even get stunned, he died. I like it. We could get another bludgeon, I don't think I want it, though. Pommel Strike is just an attack, and you gain cards. I like this. 13 damage to all enemies, and all I have to do is lose 1 HP? Take it. Let's do it. Alright, we are going this direction because we want to fight that elite. What the hell are you, fuzzy lumpskins? It's a louse progenitor. Alright, he makes louses. Not to be confused with blouses. What is this? Gains block upon first being hit. Fair. Ah, what the hell? Oh! Curl up. Okay. Curl up was a move in the first game that one of the first enemies had, and I guess now they have a better guy with it. This must be his mama. So I'm going to take more damage next time. Alright, it's all attacks right now. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put a vulnerable on him, but he's still taking a lot of damage. This is good. He gained strength. He's now doing 19 points of damage, but I'm expecting a fight. And I have... by the way, I don't know if I'm going to win this run, because I have, like, no block, which is bad. So, Inflame. Bash. Breakthrough. Yeah, I'm just going to tank that 19 damage. I mean, it's going to be 17 damage, but I had no block. I need more black cards. So, when I get to the shop, I should be able to get those. But not a lot of black cards that come up, right? So, well, there's a black card back. Let's see. So that's lose 2 HP, deal 14 damage. That's not quite as good. Add a random attack to your hand. It's free to play this turn. The hope there is that you get one that costs like 3. I don't know. That seems fun. What is this, though? Deal damage, draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. If I need defense, that's pretty cool. I'm going to take Infernal Blade, though. And I still have to fight an elite, man. And that Sneeko potion... I don't know if that's going to help me. Ooh. Alright. Above, a cocoon is shaking and wiggling, about to burst forth. It stops wiggling. The cocoon ignites! What's going on? In a flash of light and flame, a spirit grafter rushes to you, threatening to merge into your being to become one. Well, that seems like a great card. This is also good if you want to get rid of cards, which, again, you can get rid of, like, all your strikes and then only have awesome attacks. You can do stuff like that. I'm going to heal, though, because I'm going to fight that elite. The spirit grafter merges with you. The vital kindred spirit swiftly heals you up. You are reborn. Come on in, buddy. Alright. This guy sucks. I don't really like fighting him. He has a thing where every time you attack him, you get a daze card, and you can see what that it does. It's just a card that just fills up your deck and lets you draw less things, and then it goes away, but still. Yeah, it's a nightmare for the Silent, who's based on multiple attacks. But let's see. Thunderclap. He's gonna do 27 damage to me this turn, by the way. I think we block, with the good block at least, and then we do this. Yeah. So there's my first daze. Do I want to block more? Nah, just attack him. He's vulnerable. I wouldn't do it if he wasn't vulnerable, but... And look, that blocked everything but 9. 9's not great to take, but... Ooh. Those dazes really screwed me there. So I do not have any defense. So we're just going to do this. Pop. And he's going to do 15 points of damage to me. It's just the way it is. I don't have enough defense cards, and the dazes actually affected me there. So, he's not attacking finally, so we're going to uppercut him. And then we're going to attack him. If I'm lucky, I can kill him next turn. And he's going to do 21 points of damage to me again, so I certainly hope I can. Set up strike. Strike. Dead. And I could have done more damage. Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That's amazing, actually. Flame Barrier is a great card, and I did say I need more block cards. It gives you 12 defense, so that's more than using 2 blocks, and anyone who attacks you takes 4 damage. If that guy who was attacking me with, I think it was 7 attacks for 3 damage, I think he would have taken 28 damage just from attacking me if I had the Flame Shield up, so it really hurts people that attack you multiple times a lot. I have a ton of money. Potion Belt lets you carry more potions. I have been potion poor this run. I'm not worrying about that. Hand of Greed is so good. We'll take it. It's two energy, but if you divide it in half, it's still more than a regular strike. It's more than an upgraded regular strike twice. And you can get money from it. The first hand of each combat is upgraded. That's cool. Enchanted attacks deal additional damage. I have, I think, 1 enchanted attack. Or 0. Never mind. I have no enchanted attacks. Enchanted attacks are through events. You can get things like play the card again or it does more damage. So I don't have any of that. So we're not going to worry. Deal damage equals your block is amazing for certain builds. Not ones where I have, like, no block. So, as I mentioned, I want more black cards. Too bad for me, right? I'm not getting any. So, we'll take this. And let me remove a strike from my deck. Let's get that crappy attack to not come up. There's a higher chance that a good attack will now come up. Alright, later, brother. Alright, I remember, this is a hard path because we're fighting 2 elites, so we're going to have to fight through another elite. What do we get, though? At the start of each combat, add 8 Vigor. Your next attack will do additional damage. Beautiful. If it was a multi-hitting attack, that would attack each time, I believe, but I think I only have single-hitting attacks. Let's do an event, hoping to avoid damage. It's another shopkeeper. I can buy almost nothing. This just gives you more energy. But you'll have 1 less card. Deal more damage if they're vulnerable, it hits twice. If you exhaust this card this turn, game... If you exhausted a card this time... Okay, that's not as usual. Let's get this, sure. Again, I'm hurting for energy a little bit. Alright, well, I'm glad I had a little bit left over. Okay. Who are we fighting? Alright, this guy's so annoying. He's just like the interconnected slimes from the first game. Infernal Blade! Oh, it's upgraded now! Because of my thing, and it looks like when it's upgraded, it gives you something for free. Anger! I don't have anger. I'm sorry. Let me read this again. Add a random attack into your hand. I assumed it was a random attack that you had. No, it's just a random attack that exists in the game. So that's incredible, actually. Let's see. I'm going to take so much damage this turn, though. We're going to attack you. Now, the thing with these guys is if you don't kill them together, they come back with 25 health after 1 round. So you have to be careful who you attack. And maybe I should have defended there, but that was so much damage that maybe not. I guess we'll see. Boom, taking 2. So we're taking 12 damage. Total. Not the best, not the worst. I might have to kill this guy because he's about to do tons of damage to me. What does the upgraded form do? It seems the same as before. I can't spend my whole turn using that, though, so... Set up strike on... I need him to die to prevent the damage, even if he's going to come back, so... Because I didn't find defensive cards. So killing him was going to prevent more damage than if I had used this. But we're still taking 7 points of damage. And that guy's going to come back at, like, half health. this round. Bludgeon, Bash, Metamorphosis. I think that costs a bit too much energy right now. Can I kill one of these guys? Should I? No one's vulnerable. Alright, I think we're just gonna take the damage. And then flame for next round. Eep, eep, eep. Eepy, eepy, eep. So he's back. I could die here. I could very well die here. They do so much damage. Flame barrier, hell yeah. I think that's the right choice. So that'll block. I mean, they're gonna do so much damage to me. Can I kill? I can't kill them now. I'm gonna take a really big risk here that might end my run. Drink! Oh my god, okay, this might have worked out. This might have worked out. So we got a strike. Can I? Alright, he's still vulnerable. Can I do enough damage to kill him? That's 9, that'll be 13. Man, if only I could play this. It would give me enough energy to play, like, every card in the deck. Ooh, look at that. Okay, we want to use this on you, I think. Yeah, now he's only doing 10 damage instead of 14. Ooh! Alright, that gave me another damage. If I had played that first, I would have had... Damn it. This is what I'm saying, where you really have to pay attention, man. If I had played that first before I played the other one, assuming I didn't do something that was free, maybe I did. No, I did. I was like, then I could have played this, but no, that's not what happened. So instead, I'm going to try to evenly weaken everyone and hope for the best. Let's see. What is Stomp again? Oh, hell yeah, never mind. So wait. We attack you. Now we do this. Boink! And they all died. Alright. Looks like I was overthinking. No, I think I was appropriately thinking that. If I didn't play that right, that might not have happened. Swift Potion, add 3 cards. Enemies drop more gold? Alright, okay, not great. Crimson Mantle, at the start of your turn, lose HP every turn, huh? I mean, I don't know if I want that. Anger, though. Every time you use this, you gain a copy of it, so eventually you're just filled with anger. Alright, we are healing. Maybe for the first time I'm resting? I don't know if I rested at the other sides. I think I did. But we're not smithing that turn. This was a bloody, bloody path now, wasn't it? That guy's asleep. He does a lot of damage when he wakes up. I can be careful to not break his defense, and he will stay asleep for 3 rounds while I deal with these jerks. So. Bye. That's beautiful. Just stomped him. Never killed that guy in 1 hit before. That was great. He used weak on me. Double form. I will be taking 8 damage, but I can now build up a bunch of strength before he comes. So. Oh, and it wasn't 8 damage. It was only 5 damage, so that was definitely the right choice. Let's do Metamorphosis, because I haven't used it yet. Body Slam, Thunderclap, something else. Howl from Beyond. At the start of your turn, plays from the exhaust pile. Well, that'd be weird, because there's Metamorphosis in there. Alright, don't know what that attack is all about. Let's do... I mean, this is the only thing I can play, so... Wait, well, that'll wake him up. I want him to be asleep this round. We're not going to attack. Oh, was that a mistake? That was a mistake. He was going to wake up anywhere. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, what are you going to do? That being said... Block, block, block. At least there's that. That's going to block a lot of the damage. Yeah, I'm only taking 4. I took 5, okay. And I'm not weakened now. I think he attacks like every round, though, so it sucks that he hasn't been dealt with. Boom. Body Slam does damage equal to my block, but I don't have any block. Random attack. Bludgeon! Get out of here! Anger. Body Slam, I guess, still does 10 damage. I guess it just does more damage if you have block, so that's cool. Ugh! Alright. Flame Barrier. But first of all, Howl from Beyond! Ow! That was a mistake! See, I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter because he's dead, but I should have used Vulnerable first. I'm really not taking the time to think. Shuffle all cards into your draw pile. Draw 5 cards. Okay. Bottled Potential. Battle Trance. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. I like that. Alright, just one more regular enemy before the boss, and I will get to heal. Okay, you're cool looking. The Orvacaptor? Okay. Expect to fight. Gain me 1 additional. I don't need it. I don't need anything else. So, set up. No, I want to do Infernal Blade. 2 setup strikes. Pow. Pow. And then my regular attack is doing 15 points of damage. And I gained block because I used 3 attacks. I forgot I had that thing. Oh my! I certainly hope I get Stomp. Nope. There was that one thing that... It wasn't Stomp. It was a thing that attacks everyone, but alas. Okay, they're planning to do something mean. Oh, they're gonna hatch. Ooh, alright. Let's do this. Dead. Anger. Strike. 2 of them are dead, and I gain 4 block. And I have plating. Still taking a significant amount of damage, however. But he hatched, which isn't great. Alright. Damage to all enemies. Bink. Bird. Strike. Defend. Hello, perfect turn. He's going to summon more guys. At this point, I do not attack the guys. I focus on him. So. Battle Trance. Alright. Vulnerable. Setup Strike. Stomp. That's very likely enough to kill him next round. Don't care about your babies, they leave when you do. Just need to do 14 points of damage. How about 43? Alright, Gigantic Potions. The next attack you play deals triple damage. Imagine a bludgeon. It's like 100 damage. At the end of your turn, a random attack in your hand is played against the enemy. Stampede. I'm not liking these high energy powers, but I do have some weird ways to gain energy occasionally now, which is great. We definitely want to rest. We are fighting a boss here. I have a full slate of potions at least, and one of them's quite good and could do insane damage. By the way, these episodes are generally too long to leave in one episode sometimes. Sometimes they're not. There's a chance I have split or will split the episode. It depends. So, okay, this was upgraded because my first card is upgraded. So we're going to use the power. We're going to use Battle Trance. Alright, so. That does so much damage. Look here. Now I gain strength. Now it does even more damage. Wait, what's Stomp? Let's do Stomp instead. Oh, never mind. Iron Wave is an attack, right? Yep. Bam. Now Stomp is free. Boom. Great first round. Absolutely beautiful first round. Oh! So I remember this now. He sucks you forward, and if he sucks you all the way forward, you die. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That being said... Gigantic! Bludgeon! Boo! That should help. I think that'll help. And I struck him because of my power. That is so much damage. Frantic Escape. I don't have any block this turn. This is actually quite bad. I don't have any attacks either, so that's even greater. So we're gonna use Strength Form, and then we're gonna use Frantic Escape to get the hell away from him. Is there anything I can do here? I don't have any energy, so probably not. Alright, I'm just gonna take it. He could kill me next round if he does an attack of equivalent value and I don't get any blocks. Fortunately, he's not attacking. So, uppercut. And do I strike him? We set up strike him, because it does a bit more damage. I'm nervous. And oh god, the other strike, that's excellent. Alright. He's probably going to do enough damage to kill me this round. He's doing exactly enough damage. Instead, we're going to Flame Barrier. Now he's not doing a damn thing. Bam. Anger. I think we're safe. I think we're safe. He did 8 damage to himself. He is in massive danger of drawing me in, but instead he gets smacked with the Hand of Greed. Going pretty well. I mean, that was nerve-wracking, though. I was in grave danger. Hell, give me the rock power. let's gain the power to throw several giant rocks at a guy. Well, now to talk to a sunflower man, I guess. So weak, but you have potential. Use this weapon. So transfer up to 6 cards into Maul. Deal 5 damage twice. Increase the damage of all Maul cards by 1 this combat. Oh my god, alright. Every 4 cards you play, draw 1 card. Whenever you kill an elite, upgrade 4 random cards. At maximum, that would be 8 cards, but it's more likely only going to be 4 cards. I think we do this. Please tell me I get to pick which cards, though. Yeah, so obviously these. I don't think I care about Metamorphosis enough. You can go away. Stampede was pretty clutch that last battle. And I don't want to get rid of any of my blocks, because I don't have enough block. Infernal Blade can go. Did it say up to 5 cards? I might not have even needed to choose, like, that one. I would have kept that. Whatever, they're all mauls now. I now gain the ability to maul people. And I have 0 strikes. That's never happened to me before, where I managed to somehow get rid of all of my strikes. Alright, we want a shop. I don't know if I need one that early. Yeah, let's go in the middle. And then I can choose to fight elites if I want to, but they are absolutely avoidable. Considering how combat-heavy this has been, you know, I got enough cards, so... Okay, these guys, when they hit you, they permanently decrease your life force, which is rough. Turn all attacks into giant rocks. That'll each do 20 damage? No, they won't each do 20 damage, I don't think. I think that's just because I have Vigor right now, right? I can't defend any of their attacks, either. Wait, 15 damage twice? Alright, wait a second. Setup strike. Who's gonna do more? Alright, he's gonna hit me twice. We want to kill him, if anything. Dead. And I can't block him, but let's just do as much damage as possible. Let me try this. Giant rock. 24 points of damage. He's setting up. He's going to be buffed afterwards. Alright. Yeah. There's nothing I can do to block this attack, unfortunately, so we're going to lose 2 HP permanently. Alright, and I figured he would be attacking next, so that's why I did that. Let's see. Battle Trance. Cool. Maul him. I should have done that first. Alright, cool. And we have full HP because I lost some of my HP. What do I want to get rid of? I don't know about you. You can get out of here. We'll take a weak potion instead. I like that. Gain 6 plating. I really... As much as I'd love a second Thunderclap, I need more defensive cards. It is crazy how little defense I have right now. The only reason I've lived is because I've gone sick house on everyone, but you can only do that for so long. Whenever you add a power to your deck upgraded, that's pretty cool. I don't care about that. X potions or X abilities, or you can use as much energy as you want, and it'll do more of the effect. Once again, not a single defensive card available to me, except for the Gambit. Gain 50 block. If you take unblocked damage this combat, you die. The whole combat. Absolutely not, sir. Think we're good on that. Well, this is highly disappointing. I guess we'll just take this. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15. That's good. Yeah, I am... And I'll take you. I can't... I can't believe this. Not a lot of confidence. Like, the lack of block is gonna get to me. Ooh, I can lose something to gain something. Lose the Swift Potion, gain an upgraded common skill. Gain block, upgrade all of the cards in your hands. That's a block card. That also helps with attacking. I also just don't have, like, a lot of energy, which is rough. I can't rely on those big-ticket cards. Let's go to the event. Although there's an event here, too. Let's go to the event later. It's the Crow Man! I thought I wiped you out last game. Well, alright. Inflame. Maul! Yeah, that Vigor, the first attack, is doing a lot for me here. Let's do this. Bam. The main problem with, like, Demon Form is great, it's just if you don't have a lot of energy, it's a bit rough to actually use it. Bash is vulnerable, not weak. So he's gonna gain 9 attack every round, that is rough. Alright, setup. Maul. 20. And my, oh, and I forgot, I always forget that if I use 4 attacks, or 3 attacks, I gain some extra defense. Perfect block, wasn't expecting that. Alright, expect to fight will give me 1 energy, which is enough to set up this, and even do this. Okay. Cool, and I got to use that because of the goal. That was the correct choice. He's going to do 30 damage, but I might be able to kill him this round. Uppercut. Maul. Didn't even need the second attack. Could have done 19 more damage to him. Ooh, I've been looking for a multi-attack for a while also, because strength will increase each one of these attacks, not just one. So if I had 1 strength, I wouldn't just gain 1 more damage, I'd gain 3 more damage. Hell yeah. I got the boomerang. By the way, I've been playing Breath of the Wild again, the Zelda game, and the boomerangs are really fun. You throw them, and then they can't hit a wall, but then you have to catch them. And if you don't catch them, they'll just fly past you. It's very cool. Let's see. Uppercut will prevent some damage to me. So, uppercut, boom. Yeah, and let's get more energy. That's a great thing to have this first round, because now I get to play everything. Iron Wave, defense, Thunderclap, and I gain more defense because I used enough attacks. I am fully defended this round. He is going to do 18 points of damage. I wish I had the Flame Shield, as he would take a lot back, but I don't. Stone Armor, though. Now I have 9 plating. That's a lot of automatic defense, which is good because I don't have any more. That's why I took it. I need defense cards. Inflame. I think... Yeah, Maul will do more damage because I can't do an attack after this. Or will it? I'm going to take a gamble because I'm going to... No, that's... I was thinking my power was still active. It's not. So yeah, that's more damage for sure. Alright. Only be taking half damage here. Yeah, the flame attack would have done so much to him. Oh well. Bludgeon. Boom! 67 points of damage. Is this guy an elite? No, he's just a regular guy. So now he's soaring. That means I do 50% less damage to him. I would certainly love to defend. Wouldn't that be great if I could defend? Let's apply weak to him. That's the most defense I'll be getting, it seems. Yeah. Take this. Alright, I'm just gonna take 20 points of damage now, but it could have been worse if I didn't have that potion. Never mind, I'm defending a lot of it. Keep on forgetting about that plating. 18. Flameberry, alright, we want this, then Flame Barrier, because now it's upgraded, and that is everything. Transfer these attacks. There's no attacks, I'm just gonna do it anyway. No giant rocks for me, it seems. What the hell was that? There was weird eyes, and that was creepy. Alright. It's gonna do 24 points of damage to me. Oh god, alright. Well... If I play 3 attacks, though, he won't. I don't think I can play 3 attacks, though, because those both cost 2. But we can do that. And we can make it so that he keeps the vulnerable. But he is gonna be doing a lot of damage to me. He should be done, though. Expect to fight. Battle Trance. Bye-bye. Regular enemy, by the way. This is the 3rd floor. Ooh, if I use both of these, will I use 2 random attacks? I think so. We're just going to take the upgraded ender thing. I don't want more non-blocking skills in my deck. Let's go to the event. Don't be a battle, please. Oh. You found an invitation for Sir Galilot to a tea party and decide to show up instead. Upon entering the unassuming rotunda, you find yourself in the midst of commanders, generals, warlords, and mercenaries having tea? Yeah, it's a tea party. What? A gigantic knight donning a golden crown speaks. Thou art late for tea? Obtain royal poison. At the start of each combat, lose 4 HP. Or, so it looks like I'm screwed no matter what. Or I could just take a hit and gain a relic. How close am I to the end here? 1, 2... You know what? If I avoid that guy, I don't think it'll be too bad. Yeah. Yeah. And I have the pillow, though? Okay. I'm gonna take this. And possibly die. You jump onto the table and kick the Warlord Knight in the face. The knot lets out a haunting scream. The patrons stare wide-eyed at the corpse of one of their regulars, and then burst into applause? We were wondering how to get rid of Sir Waigor. Incredible work. They dump out your poison tea and discuss tactics and secrets all night. A most excellent tea party. I got, at the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. Beautiful power. Beautiful power. So, you know, I'm just going to heal all that. It's fine. I just go there. It's going to be 15 extra than I normally would, which is 4 more than I just lost. We're good. Upgrade 2 random skills. Battle Trance, I gained 4 cards now, and the other one, I couldn't read it. Thanks for taking it away so fast, you jerks. What do you think I have? Not dyslexia? Can't read that fast? Good God, so rude. Alright, resting. Almost at full health. Only 9 short. I'm starting to gain some confidence again. Not enough confidence to fight you, but confidence. Alright, this guy, I believe, makes you take damage if you use powers. That's his main thing. So, but we're not going to worry about that too much. When we got strength, we got vulnerable. I think I could just deal with a normal style. Boom. We do want to use this, though. And we want to use this. I should have used uppercut, maybe. I don't know. Primal Force. That's a rock now. Okay. Ah. He used Frail on me. Right now he's spoiling to do 18 points of damage. Don't like that much. Expect to fight. Boom. Great combo. So, we don't want to use the power because we'll take 9 or 6 damage. But maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe that doesn't matter. Let me see if it does it to my defense or myself. That'd be good to know. It just did it to my defense. Who cares then? Bam. And then he's not vulnerable. We're just going to bludgeon him. Pow. I will take almost no damage. 4 damage. I can take it. He's spoiling due to 16. Ooh, I've been, it's not vulnerable. It makes it so that I take less block. Frail. That's different. Whatever. We're gonna block 9 of it. Then it'll be 11 of it. Cool. Anger. Bird Swoop. Setup Strike should have been first. I can't believe how many times I'm doing that. But, pow pow. He probably would have been dead. Whatever, I'm only taking 1 additional damage. I just want to point out my mistakes so that someone watching this, like, you know, you should think a little bit more if you're having trouble. I am being a bit lackadaisical. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. But that's a defensive card, so we're taking it. It's like Death of 1,000 Cuts. Like, you can make tons of tiny little mistakes that add up to you losing. And sometimes you can just lose because you're not bold enough. Maybe I'll lose because I don't fight that elite. Yeah, maybe I'll lose because I don't fight that elite, which means I should fight the elite, right? Hungry for mushrooms? Read that if you want. I don't care right now. Draw 2 fewer cards at the start of combat, but raise your maximum HP by 20. Ooh. We're going to do this. I'm going to lose HP and upgrade 3 random cards. Good cards. And now, I'm not going to fight the elite. I was absolutely going to, but after taking 15 damage before I went in there, I'm not as confident. Well, now I'm stumbling right into another fight. The Punch Construct, the Cube X Construct. They're all going to do buffs. They're all immune to status damage right now, unfortunately. If I had a Thunder Wave, I could get rid of their immunity, but I don't. So, I think we want to kill you first. We're going to concentrate on that. What do I... Oh, no, we want to do Maul first. Because of my Vigor attacks on both attacks. I think I might be able to... I think I can kill him. Yeah, he's dead. Don't know what he's all about, and we'll use that just for fun. Okay. Oh, it looks like they're going to shoot lasers at me. Alright, they're spoiling to do 18 points of damage. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Flame barrier! Do I even need that, though? They'll take 4 damage each if I do. Nope. Instead, we're going to use armaments. No, I don't need to use any blocks. 18, I'm going to get 3. They're going to do like 1 point of damage to me. Alright, so then. Setup strike. Breakthrough. Strike. I almost made some mistakes there. And never mind, I forgot. I always forget. If I use 3 attacks, I gain block. They're doing nothing. Using block would have been a waste. Flame Barrier wouldn't have been a total waste, because they each would have taken 4 damage. But they took way more than 4 damage because I didn't do that, so. Inflame. Thunderclap. They're not going to be vulnerable, but they are each going to take 7 points of damage. Anger, which doesn't cost anything. Maul, which kills you. I gain my 4. I gain my 2. They do a mere 5, and I'm in good shape. They're going to do 22 points of damage here, though. Don't like that. Draw additional cards. That'll do 18. And it'll do even more if I do this. Let's start this. Do I want to use my vulnerable potion? So that'll take him down to 31. Then this will each do 2 more attacks additionally. So that'll be 24. So then I'll have 7 points left. And then I can use Maul. Yeah, he's dead, right? He's dead. Boom. I hope I didn't do the math wrong. Boom, boom. I mean boom, boom, boom. And bam. Sometimes you just gotta stop and do math. To pick the correct course of action. Often, actually. You know what? I'm getting to the point where I feel like this might be a useful power to have. So we're gonna collect that. Yeah. I think that'll be a good power to act as during the boss. Final Shop. Can't get any of the relics. Could get another bludgeon. Perfected Strike does more damage the more strikes you have. I have almost no strikes. That's a bad card right now. At the end of 3 turns, do 40 damage to all enemies. I like it. And let's take a Strength Potion. This is the final battle. I can go all out. We are healing. Full health, 2 Strength Potions, a Vulnerable Potion. What are you throwing at me? Ugh! Okay, I don't like any of this. So he's a minion. He has 400 health. That's a lot. Strength Potion. Strength Potion. Vulnerable. Let's get that minion out of here. Stampede. Maul! Doon. Maul! Doon. Should have used Iron Wave. Oops. But he took like half of his health and damage. That's something. Oh, I forgot. No, I shouldn't have used Iron Wave. Haha. Didn't matter. I used it anyway. Chains of Binding. I think that means I can only use 3 cards. The first 3 cards drawn each turn are afflicted with Bound. Only 1 Bound card can be played. Okay, interesting. So, I can only play 1 out of these 3 cards, essentially. Let's use Armaments. Then, the energy doesn't matter. I have to just choose which one of these cards I want. I think we do this. I take more damage, and he's vulnerable forever, basically. Yeah. You are mine! Weak, frail, vulnerable. Alright, that just stays on me for the rest of the battle. That's great. I'm worried he's just gonna resummon that guy, I have to say. We got that. Let's do damage, because it doesn't cost anything. And even more defense. Cool. He's gonna take some damage from the flame attack. But I took way more. If he resummons him, I'm so screwed. I really counted on this guy, like, not coming back suddenly. Setup strike. Hand agreed. Dot, dot, dot. Please do not resummon him. I will be so doomed. He's using strength. Alright, fortunately he's just attacking me for 4 billion points of damage instead of resummoning that guy. Isn't that great? Oh god. Certainly wish I had a weakening card. Let's play that. Let's play this. Let's play this. Don't like my chances here. I really was worried that I didn't have enough block, man. Yeah, he could kill me next round if he wants to. And he does want to. Alright. Well, I did gain my block, though. No reason to use that. Yeah. We use defense, we use anger, and we use strike. There's no way I'm beating this guy. 3 damage left, and I'm gonna take 1 I will now automatically lose in 3 turns. I take 1 damage per turn, and there's nothing I can do about that. So... if I turn everything into a rock, per se... Is it still bound? Oh, there's only 1 attack. Great. Well, it did become unbound, so there's that. Alright, Thunderclap. Giant rock, at least I get to show it. Oh, I thought a rock came and, like... I thought there was an animation for it, that's weird. I don't want to use that, or I'm gonna die next round instead of in 2 rounds. Oh, so unfortunate. Alright, I die this round. I need to do 283 points of damage, or I die. I died, actually, at the beginning of the round. You are slain. Now, it actually usually says what you're slain by, but a guy didn't kill me. I just straight up died, and he's like... I'm now thinking maybe I shouldn't have killed the minion, because it looks like once you do, he loses his goddamn mind, so... That was my mistake. Now I know. If I hadn't done that, I might have survived that, but I don't know. So, there is a tip for that. Avoid the minion and just go for him, because the minion was doing... I mean, the minion was scary, but he wasn't as scary as him. Which begs the question, why don't you just attack yourself, guy? Alright, well, sad that I haven't recorded a winning run yet, but at least I got to the last guy. The queen added a piece of the ironclad to her collection, so that's the queen, huh? I see. Well, we did unlock a lot of things. In the timeline, reveal epics to unlock cards, relics, and much, much more. Now, as I've been playing in my personal file, I haven't been reading any of this stuff, but I will here. Alright, play a single run to reveal this epic. Or epoch. Mother of Resurrection, Niao, awakens from her slumber. Rise, champion. Again. Again. This is the god that is responsible for us never truly dying. If we die, we just come back. Niao will now greet you at the start of each run. You already saw it if you saw my last episode, but that's when that happens. You could die in the first boss and that'll be unlocked. We now have 4 more things to unlock, so this is going to take a while. Unlock by accumulating score. Wouldn't that happen on any run? Chapter 1, Prion? A void of nothingness, but then the world came into existence. It churned about and molded itself to that which tells stories. Along this journey laid a planet named Prion, a mere speck in this universe. They say that a great story about the Spire took place there. And this is what I've unlocked, some colorless cards. Automation, every 10 cards you draw, I think that's power. At the start of your turn, transfer 1 card in your hand, and play 2 random... It's interesting because I've never found these cards, so... I'm sure I have them unlocked in my playthrough, I just haven't found them on the playthrough. So, you can see... Oh, it looks like you need to accumulate a certain score. Beat Act 3 3 times to reveal this. Beat Act 3 with the Ironclad, so I would have gotten that if I had won, alas. Beat Act 2 as the Ironclad. Chapter 2, Devastation, the Ironclad. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of the demonic pact course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in 2. The Desert Tribe are burnt to a crisp. The Windwalkers smashed into the ground. And even the familiar horde of aggressive bronze-cladded warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All of the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. all of the Ironclads. Ironclad. Where is everyone? So I forgot that he has demonic powers. That's why he's using things like Inflame and Demon form. It looks like he not only killed everyone he was fighting, but all of his allies as well. Interesting. I get it. I was wondering why the art looked like this. It literally says placeholder. This will change when we get the real game. That's kind of funny. It's a small dev team. I guess they hadn't hired an artist to do that yet. Although, I saw a TikTok of the artist for, like, the intro screen, and what's cool is, he did the whole thing. There's actually more of that art than is shown on the intro screen. So, we have new relics. While your HP is below, you gain strength. Enemies with vulnerable take even more damage. First time you gain strength in combat, double that amount. That could be amazing, actually. You could gain 6 instead of 3. These are relics just for the Ironclad. Other people don't get them, I believe. Beat Act 1 with the Ironclad. Interesting that you get Chapter 3 first. The Ironclad, a warrior from a faraway land, entered the Spire, driven by pure instinct and accursed blood. He has lost all reason and identity. All who prevent his ascent shall perish. So we got Molten Fist. That's a cool ability that does 10 damage, and that's good, but it does 20 damage if they're vulnerable. Vulnerable enemies take more damage, so that's like the Relic. If you had both the Relic and this, they take 100% more damage. And gain strength for each vulnerable enemy. Yeah, there's a lot of vulnerable builds where you want cards that cast vulnerability and then you can get things to capitalize on it. Play a run with the Ironclad. You just need to play it, you don't need to win it. Obviously, because I didn't win. News of the Spire reopening has made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. Da-da! The Silent sneaks past the gate wards with ease and enters the Spire once more. Unlock the Silent as a playable character. My first episode was with the Silent, as will be the third whenever I do that. Now, I don't know the next time I'm going to do this. My intent is to play Beautiful Joe. That's why the Patreon picture that you should be seeing right now is Beautiful Joe. But I haven't even tried to play it. For all I know, I can't. But I did the Patreon picture anyway, because that was my intention. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this. This will be an on and off again thing, essentially. I'll be putting an end when I need to, or when I feel like it. And because I do want to wait a little bit for the devs to catch up and release the full game, but I don't need to wait that long. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, as always, to my lovely patrons, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.